Bring it right back to me, baby. No, we've been here before. Give me the real this time, no cap.
Good morning, Gag Crew. Try this again for the second time. Bold and Bourgeois. This is season one, episode four, damage control. So, like I was saying, the episode continues where it left off, and that was with Crystal and her homeboy. I think his name is Shad. Um, leaving because before she lay hands and feet down to Dr. Princess. Crystal is filling in Chinquisha about her friend, and she's telling her that she need to get her friend together, girl, because her friend is very disrespectful. She's been disrespectful, trying to get put on, trying to show up and show out for these cameras, and she's just not that girl. So they leave. Shanquisha comes back as sad. She gets Dr. Princess's side. Dr. Princess lied through her damn teeth. And Shanquisha chooses to blindly follow her friend. Which is fine. Listen, that's your friend. You bringing her up here, but she tied it through. All right, and she's a liar. Like in my opinion, I feel like she just got up here and gave what all of these new girls give that want to be down with reality TV. And it's sad because she's running around here calling herself Dr. Princess, but you in such a damn rush to get on this damn show by any means necessary because your attitude was for the pits. Your attitude was completely for the pits. Crystal did absolutely nothing to you. You did show up to the party on one. Be clear, you and Chinquisha did. And if you want to be honest, the other princess did too. A lot of y'all came up here thinking that it was going to be this, that, and this, versus just coming in, enjoying it, and having a good time for what it was. Like, all of y'all came up there with a list of complaints. Be clear, but in my opinion, Dr. Princess just did way too much, girl. Like this whole thing about her being loose and how you thought she was loose, like where would you even get that from? Where would you get that from? Where would that come from? And I'm assuming because you a doctor, you have some common decency or decorum about yourself. Why would you even let that be y'all's interaction? You know what I mean? Like, why would you even want to say that about her on camera to begin with? When you know nothing about this young lady. To be honest, we don't really know nothing about Crystal. The only thing we know about Crystal is that she was with Neo. That's it. But other than that, we don't know anything about Crystal or her background for any of us to be around here like calling her all type of loose and all type of this and all type of that and so on and some such. Um, that's just my opinion. Now I remember when Kenya Bell said that the Eveline on Basketball Wives and she threw that bottle around there. But be clear, Eveline is loose. She wild as all outside. But we know that about Ed. We don't know that about Crystal. So y'all get out of here with that. Moving on. Tamika gets a visit from her friend Kamana, I think she called her, and she talks about hosting a live podcast doing her Friendsgiving, and she inviting all of the ladies. We'll get to that in a second. So Crystal meeting up with Chinquisha for shopping because she says she likes her style and she loves her style and she got a style about herself and so on and some such. And I guess this was her way of trying to break the ice with Shinquisha and let her know about her friend, Dr. Princess. So they get down to that part, and then Shinquisha gets all in her feelings and in her bag when Crystal was like, listen, I understand she your friend. I'll let her live, but I don't rock with her. I don't fool with her. She was very disrespectful. She was disrespectful to me, the event. She was throwing all type of unnecessary shade, and then she wants to turn around and call me loose. That's just way too much for me and she could be your friend. I'm fine with that. If you want to have a relationship with me, I don't want to be around her. And if I invite you to anything in the future, can you not invite her? You want to get in your feelings and want to get in your bag and talk about, oh, well, if that's the case, just don't invite me because so and so and so and this is that and this. At the end of the day, if she's throwing something, she has the right to invite who she wants there and who she doesn't. And if she's inviting you, she does have the right to say, you could bring a plus one, but I don't want you to bring Dr. Princess. I don't like her. One or two things can happen. You could say, okay, sure, sis, I got you. Or you could say, okay, sis, well, I won't be able to show up, but good day. I send you something. Cash up your little something, something. Thank you for the invite. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, Shinquisha bugs me because it's like you keep stepping on here trying to make this not be basketball wives. But my thing is, this is reality TV. Shinquisha, who the hell are you? You are an ancillary piece, girl. Don't nobody give a damn about you like that. You not no mover or no shaker like that. Yeah, you had an extent on Basketball Wives LA that turned into Basketball Wives, but you allowed them bitches to run you off that damn show. So now you want to come over here and try to spin it and be like, oh, well, it should be like this. And I think it should be like that because I don't want it to be like that other show and so on and some such. Like, girl, use a cast member like everybody else. Find your life. Gaucher goes to see Dr. K for some counseling and some help and with reconnecting with her children. I will say this though, Gaucher, you got way too much on your plate than for you to be sitting over here trying to make Tamika answer for some shit. Tamika is who she is, child. She matronly. Okay, she tired and matronly. That's just who she is. She tired. You know that about her. I know that about her. They know that about her. I don't know why you are trying to make it such a big damn deal, girl, when you got your own issues going on with your own children that don't want to halfway fool with you. I don't know when y'all parents is going to learn that money isn't always the answer. It isn't. Maybe for some, but for majority of the time, the children just want y'all. They don't want the money. The money is cute. Yeah, the money could get them things that most children their age wouldn't ordinarily get. I mean, it's cute, but I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of them really just want y'all time and y'all support, and it's not about the damn money. So with this Ghost Shade, you don't need to keep worrying about Tamika in my book. I feel like, in my opinion, you trying to deflect from your real ish that you got going on in your real life, girl. That's really what I think. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm glad that you up here and you being vulnerable and you seeing Dr. K and you want to get some help, but focus on your healing, okay? And leave Tamika alone because you got me up here taking up for Tamika. And y'all know I don't really too much fool with her like that. But you got me up here taking up for Tamika. That's a problem. My bad, y'all. I'm doing two things at once around here. Anyway, so Shinquisha going to see an attorney about Gelato, Janito, Jarito, Jareto, Janato, whatever the hell the nigga name is. She run around there with Shanquisha. No, you are not getting back up on reality TV with the same storyline that you had back on Basketball Wives. So we're back to this again. Shanquisha, to be honest, I don't care, girl. I'm doing two things at once, y'all. I don't care, girl. I really don't. Like Shanquisha, Shanquiqui, I really could care less about a child. And I'm going to be honest. Why are we back to this again? You gave this same storyline. What was it? Was it season 7 of Basketball Wives, maybe season 8, the first part of season 8 of Basketball Wives. You gave this exact same storyline around there, child. Now here you go again, giving us this same storyline. Girl, I know you lying. Chiquisha, go and find your life, child. Because you sound foolish as hell sitting over here talking about you didn't want to ruin this man's career, and all of the rest of this stuff. But here's my thing. And this is the thing that I've never understood with guys with money. Guys with money who will go out here and waste their money on every damn thing else under the sun, plus bitches, but then will want to sit around here and want to shortchange their children. I don't understand that because later on after that, I guess Janito, Geralto, Geralto, Gelato, Geralto, whatever. He came out and made a statement that basically denies that he failed to pay child support. He asked the court to reduce his child support obligations. I don't get that. Reduce all of this money that you made in the league, and then the people say you still playing. Reduce? Is you kidding me? Absolutely not, nigga. Take care of your damn children. You lay down with it to have them. It's your both of y'all responsibility to take care of them. It doesn't matter that she's on reality TV. So what? She's the primary parent, and those are your children. So do what you got to do for your children. Why would you shortchange your children? No, shortchange them hoes. Don't shortchange your children. Moving on. See, I can't stand fuck niggas like that. Anyway, Tamika's Friendsgiving slash podcast. Dear God. So Crystal and Chinquiqui avoid each other. Although Chinquiqui says that she ain't mad at Crystal, she just don't want to have a conversation today down to Tamika house. We'll get down to that later. So Tamika sits the girls down to the table and she starts off the conversation about how she feels like whenever they all get around, is always some BS that's going on, hurt feelings or shade or whatever. And so she basically just wants to put everything out there on the table so all of them could get on a good page with each other and really get to know each other and so on and so such. So as Shanquisha is talking, Tamika gets up in the middle of that, telling her feelings about some situations about how she feels as though she's dismissive. And right in the middle of that, she just thinks to get up and get a coaster or whatever. Listen, I know to some people that's innocent, but for me, I honestly feel like Tamika knows exactly what she was doing in that moment. Don't get me wrong. I honestly feel like Tamika knows exactly what she was doing in that moment. All right. That, my dear, is that's passive aggressive behavior. All right. You're really not interested in hearing what she has to say about you. And that became evident because in after all of that was taking place, you kept blurting out, this is how you are, this is how I am. I'm too old to be changing. And here's the thing. I agree with Tamika. I keep I done told y'all over and over and over again. Tamika is a lady of a certain age. I keep telling y'all, she got overgrown, rusty ass sons that's my damn age or older. I'm gonna be 36 Monday. I keep telling y'all that. I've been telling y'all that since season one. And I think the thing is, I'm gonna give Scotty some credit. Tamika is good for reality TV. Do I necessarily think she fits this mode of reality TV? No. I feel like she's better suited for a show like Roa. I'm fine with her being on something like that. Something where the girls are around that age or close to it. I mean, Kenya, Portia, hello, somebody. She been out a goddamn thing. Come on now. Marlo, let's be clear. So I feel like those type of shows she will probably fit better on. Actually, her and Princess, really. Honestly, Go Shay too. Like, don't get me wrong. Tamika is good for reality TV, but do I think she's necessarily good for this cast? No, because of that situation right there. All of y'all are gonna feel like y'all are gonna change her, and y'all are never gonna change her. That's one thing I will give Tamika. She's consistent. Tamika was just like this back in 2015, round there to Atlanta Exes. The exact same nonchalant personality she had then, she got now. So I will give her that. She's very consistent in who she is as a person. Y'all aren't gonna change her. You're just not. You're just not. I get y'all feelings about Tamika, but y'all not gonna change her. Tamika got the type of personality is either you gonna take her as she is or have nothing at all. Point blank period. And I think she knows that about herself too. I'm glad she got some self-awareness. Cause Tamika is a lot. Tamika is a lot. To deal with someone like Tamika, it is. Tamika is a whole hell of a lot. So that's gonna be up to y'all on whether or not y'all can deal with that. Um, The ladies aren't here for the podcast. They won't here for the podcast. They thought they was having a friendsgiving. They was gonna come eat, cackle, kiki, parlay, not sit and be a part of your studio audience for your podcast. Like I understood their feelings with that. So a lot of them they left. They went downstairs. They left the podcast. They ain't really want to be there. And so in the middle of them talking about the podcast and how they didn't want to be there, Tamika's assistant was down there pulling espionage teas, and she couldn't wait to go play Run Tell That with Tamika, which is what she did. And that's what led Tamika to send some type of text messages to some of the ladies, except for Chinquiqui. She didn't get one. About basically, she heard what was said about her party and about how they called it ghetto and all the rest of this stuff and yada, yada, yada. So that caused Chinquisha, y'all know Chinquiqui, to invite Goshay and Tamika out for dinner, basically so they could squash their issues again. In my personal opinion, okay, my personal opinion. Um, One, that assistant could be labeled messy as hell, but I guess she was being loyal to you in your house because she is your assistant. So I mean, I guess I got to give her that, but she was still messy as hell. Two, I appreciate Chinquiqui and Gaucher for explaining the situation and debunking a lot of what was said and what wasn't said. But I still feel like this. Gaucher, you've been trying to have an issue with Tamika since the first episode. I'm gonna be I look, I don't necessarily fool with Tamika like that. She not my favorite person, but I gotta call a thing a thing. You have been gunning for Tamika since season one. I mean, since season one, since episode one. You have. You have. One thing took place and you're holding it over her head and you're trying to beat her over the head with it. And it's like, again, with everything that you got going on in your life, Goshay, Tamika needs to be the last of your problems and the least of your worries. Like, in my opinion, y'all don't even have no issue because it's minuscule. Like, like it became a lot. And then you tried to make what she said about her not marrying a woman a big deal. But I didn't take it as a big deal either. For me, I took it as, well, I ain't married to no woman. I don't think Tamika meant any malice by that. Is my thing. And I honestly felt like you tried to make it out to be as if she said it as some type of I don't know. It's weird, Goshay. Like I said, for me, I feel like Goshay is picking the issue to keep from us really deep diving in her real issue, which is the situation between her and her children. And while she is giving us a glimpse of that, she's not letting us dig all the way into it. She's giving us just enough of that. But the main thing that she's trying to give is Tamika, 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 Tamika. And don't start no hate train, sis, because that never works. It never does. You try to start a hate train on somebody, and then the train gonna turn around and railroad your ass, because then the people gonna hate you. But do what you do, go Shay. I ain't got no problems with you, sis. Yeah, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. The episode was that was I was here for the episode. I was here for the episode. The episode was not bad. It's a day or so late, but the episode was not bad. It won't bad. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. And yeah, I will see y'all tonight at 9:15 on the main channel for the live review 11 Marriage DC. Okay, that link is already made, is out. So make sure that y'all are there for that. Also, the birthday live is going to be this Monday at 6:15, and I'm streaming it on both channels. Excuse me, 6:45 p.m. on Monday, and I'm streaming it on both channels. So if you here, cool, you can stay here, you can see it here, but it's also going to be streamed on the main channel too, as well, just to let y'all know. So that's what we got coming up, as well as the Whether You Like It or Not panel. Also on Monday night at 8:15. The party is gonna move to Scotty by Nature TV's crib, and that's where we're gonna go and gag tomorrow night's episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the episode. And with that, I am gone. Bye.
Cause when